There we go. Yo, 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 y'all. This is Queens AF, Queens Are Forever. And we're back for another night.
Hey y'all.
How's your Wednesday been so far?
So far so good. I can't complain. Yep.
Okay. Well, today's my first day off. Uh, I'm lucky to have 3 days off right now, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I work Saturday, Sundays, 12-hour shifts, 6
Mhm.
a.m. to 6.
Mhm.
And then Monday, Tuesdays, I work the 2 8s to get my 40. So
Okay.
2 to 2. Yeah.
Well, that works. You like that
Hell
shift?
yeah. I actually do because although I work on the weekends, I'm off by 6 p.m.
Right.
So I still get to come home because the last job I was working, I worked until 10 p.m.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't like that shift. Swing
Yeah,
is
no.
the worst for me. Mhm.
And so Monday and Tuesdays are okay for me to work the 2 to 10s, but at least on the weekends I can be home by 6 p.m.
Right.
If I want to do something on a Saturday or a Sunday, I still have time to go do something. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But yeah, other than that, I really like the job. Uh, I mean, I didn't even think that it was going to be as good as it is, and it's a supervisor position.
So what are you doing?
So it is security operations, and I've been working in
Okay.
security operations for a long time. And that
Mhm.
just means that like you're usually in a security operations center. So it's cameras all on the walls, and you're on the computer. You're watching different sites to secure, make sure nobody's
Oh,
breaking. So
right.
this is
Okay.
for that, but also for the facility that I work for because it's a Fortune 500 company,
Mhm.
and they make these big old instruments that go into the ocean to the subsea
Oh
and do
wow.
testing. Yeah. So they build them on site where we're at.
Mhm.
So I deal with the security there, the patrol around the whole campus. Like it's so
Oh,
big
okay.
that so many buildings that it has its own streets.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah, it's really, really dope. I enjoy it. It's kind of like executive because the CEO of the company, that's his headquarters. So he's always there. So the whole top floor is executive. So we do things to make sure that they're okay and that they're comfortable as well as doing security.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
all right, hey everybody that's coming in. Hey Jamie, hey little Quincy. I'm gonna go ahead and do the countdown, and then we're gonna play a song, and we're gonna get into this subject.
Alrighty, let's go.
Hey y'all, we are back. So I got a good topic that I want to talk about tonight. We posted it on the Full Cut page, and I shared it, and basically just gonna get into and I can't share it on here because for some reason right now Quincy's StreamYard is not uploading videos. Hey, David. So we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna try to play it to see if you guys can hear it. But if you've seen it on the page, then you'll kind of know what we're talking about. But we'll get into it. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this Brown Sugar. I may not let it play the whole time, but we're gonna jam to it. One moment.
can't hear it.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we be making love constantly, that's why my eyes are
It might be
shade
yours.
blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that I be kissing when I'm kissing. What I'm missing, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe, I guess high off your love, I don't know how to behave.
That's as high as it goes.
Can they hear it?
Sugar, when you're close to me, you love me right down to my knees. And whenever you let me hit it, sweet.
Hey, can y'all hear it? Quincy said turn it up. Jamie, could you hear it? Because I turned it up on my phone. Cubana, if you click on the comments, and then it'll, I think, sometimes activate the sound. Jimmy said, hey, I want some brown sugar. Okay, let me know now.
Sweet like honey when it comes to me.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Skin is caramel with the cocoa eyes. Even got a big sister by the name of Chocolate Top. Brown sugar, babe, I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave. Sugar got me open, now I want some more. Always down for all my nonchalant, but I think I'm here to solo. Hope my niggas don't mind. Stick out my tongue and I'm about ready to hit this gritty, pretty bitty with persistence. Yo, I don't think y'all hit me. Brown sugar, babe, I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Hey, Portia. All right, y'all. You know D'Angelo will go for hours and hours, like money long.
Right?
But I love D'Angelo. That is somebody I definitely want to go see in concert.
Is he still even doing concerts?
I think just every now and then, you just kind of catch him when he's performing. All right, so I want to go ahead and dive into this first topic that we posted on the Full Cup page. Big Quincy said, "Did you drink the rest of the drink? And if so, did you order another bottle?" I didn't drink the rest of the drink, but it wasn't much left. I have wine, so I don't know. I'll save you some wine. Why you didn't think about that before 9 o'clock? Like, why would you say that right now? Knowing that 9 o'clock out here, they stop selling alcohol.
That's funny. I be forgetting they stopped selling it as
Yes. After 9 o'clock, and then on Sundays they don't sell it at all. Well, hard liquor.
Right, they don't sell hard liquor. Yep, just beer and wine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see if you guys can hear this. I'm gonna play it through the mic. It's basically a woman talking with other people saying what men want versus women, and that men generally want respect over love versus women want safety over love. So
Mm.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this and see if y'all can hear it.
A lot of women don't accept the reality that men take respect over love any day. Any day, every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Respect me before you love me. And then women pushing themselves where it's like, well, I'll take safety over love. As long as I feel safe with you, I don't have to be in love with you. Because I'll marry the man that I respect before I marry the man that I'm in love with. I don't have to be in love with my husband because I'm not gonna always. You're not gonna always. No. Yeah. But if I'm safe, I'm here. A lot of women don't.
All right. So let me ask, did you guys want me to play it one more time? So we just sometimes the second time you catch everything. Or did you guys catch that? Did you
I
catch it?
caught it, but I mean, if they want to play it again, then that's cool too.
We're gonna play it one more time.
Okay.
This is men versus women, what women want versus what men want.
Reality that men take respect over love any day. Any day, every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Respect me before you love me. And then women pushing themselves where it's like, well, I'll take safety over love. As long as I feel safe with you, I don't have to be in love with you. Because I'll marry the man that I respect before I marry the man that I'm in love with. I don't have to be in love with my husband. Because I'm not gonna always. You're not gonna always. No. Yeah. But if I'm safe, where I'm going, I'm here. A lot of women don't.
All right, let's get into it.
She has a valid point.
Yeah.
Because even in the Bible, it says for women to honor their husband, because men do take respect and honor, a lot more serious than women. You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see a woman in a relationship with a man that, you know, in a heated argument, he may call her out her name or call her by, a name, whatever, and she'll be like, "Oh, don't call me that, whatever, whatever." But then, what I'm saying, she forgives him and keep going. But for a man, yeah, respect is huge. And the safety thing, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. For me, it take both, but yeah, women do the safety, and not just the safety in the um protect me, but provide for me. If you I think that if a man makes a situation where he is providing for that woman, not just financially but emotionally, um spiritually, physically, then yeah, she's more apt to stay than to leave. Yeah, I
Right.
kind of agree with that. Hmm.
In that clip too, I had to really make it smaller, so because it was long. But one of the other ladies did mention what you said, that safety. She was like thinking like, oh well, I don't know about that. But then she said, I thought about like you just said. Well, if he's keeps me financially safe, okay, that's a safety. If he protects me physically, okay, or my emotions, it protects me emotionally,
Hmm.
or other ways of protection, or having a, what you would call a covering over you as a wife, is a safety.
Right,
Just being for you to be able to be safe and vulnerable.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I think
Emotionally.
the
Hmm.
safety is being able to be vulnerable and know that you're not going to drop the ball on my vulnerability.
Or
Me
judge me.
being here for you,
Hmm.
riding for you, making sure that I do everything that I need to do to make our relationship good. I mean, of course, him reciprocating,
Hmm.
but you know what I'm saying? Like when women feel safe in the relationship, then they flourish better. Versus if they always think that, you know what, this could go sour at any moment and this person could leave me, then I'm not gonna flourish in this because I'm always gonna be in protective mode.
And that's what puts a woman in her masculine energy. not feeling safe, feeling that um I remember me and my son was having this conversation. I told him, I
Hey,
said,
Alfie.
if you provide a safe space for your woman, as far as she can trust you with her future, trust you with her children, then you're going to get a lot more out of that relationship than with a woman who is like, I'm with him because I love him, but I don't trust him. I don't feel safe with him. You know, a woman, that's one of the biggest things for a woman, especially a woman with kids, because I got to be able to trust you with our future. This is huge. You know, this is my life right here. So, yeah, if you provide, a man provide that for a woman, definitely he's going to get the
Yeah.
best her.
And for the flip side, I wanted more men to chime in on that because let us know what you feel. I know that men love and they thrive on respect. They always talk about respect, whether it's from their women or from their friends or dudes,
Right.
or, people off the street.
People off the
Like,
street. Right.
we are big on respect. But are you big on respect more than being loved? In my
You know
mind,
what? I think it comes hand in hand though, because
right. That's what I think.
if you respect that man, even if in the beginning, because sometimes people get into relationships and it's the way that that person treats them that makes them stay. And then love comes. So I think that respect for sure, and then what I'm saying, the love. Yeah, that's what I believe that.
Yeah, I believe that when we talk about love, that embodies, and I've said this before, it embodies all of those things. Love to me means that you respect me.
Right.
It means that you consider me. It means that I'm safe in this relationship. It means, compromising. It means bending backwards. Sometimes y'all gotta be flexible. You know what I mean? Like it means all of those things to me,
Hmm.
and much more. So I just feel like when we talk about respect versus love, I feel like you don't in a relationship. Now, if we talking about business, that's something different.
Right.
But in a relationship, if you love me, you should respect me. And if you respect me, I think that that will follow with love.
Right.
Hey, Tins, I see you in here. Quincy said, well, Quincy Sr. said, I'd much rather be respected than loved.
Yep. I know a lot of men that feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like sometimes maybe we get it twisted on what love is because a lot of people who have said, oh, I love you, lets you down. But you feel like if you respect me, at least you won't cross me in certain ways.
But see, that's excuse me, that's all a part of love. Like,
Right.
some people say love don't hurt. I don't necessarily believe that, because we're flawed people. We're going to make mistakes. I feel that as long as you're loving me the way that I need to be loved, I know it's going to be some times when you're going to drop the ball, because you're human, and we're two different individuals. So even though I may want love this way, you may not perceive it that way. So in love,
Mhm.
it's going to be some hurt. It's going to, I mean, even like in relationships, not just love relationships like between a man and a woman, but in relationships period. If there comes a time when you're in those relationships and those people like work your nerves, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
do something that you just be like, oh my god. So I mean, it's going to be times in that love relationship that you're going to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Expectations, you expect a person to do this and they don't, you know what I'm saying? Your feelings is hurt and stuff. But I think if you have that mutual respect, that you is certain lines, like you said, it just won't be crossed because you respect that person, not just love them, but you respect them.
Yeah. Hey, 50, I see you in here. Jamie said exactly. And when she was talking about respect, because she will marry a man she respects versus just love, because love is not, she's not going to always feel in love when
Right.
you're in a marriage. And the funny part
And you
is,
don't.
I was just telling someone that I work with. and we were talking about marriage, and I was telling her like, and there was a gentleman there too. He was an older male, and he was married. She wasn't, so she was getting, she wanted to get knowledge and stuff on what
Mm-hmm.
what's the key to longevity in a marriage. And we were talking about you're not always going to be in love.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the real of it. And when I say you're not always going to be in love, you're not always going to feel that feeling when y'all were honeymooning or in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? When you made those vows and you was just really in love, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be periods of time or seasons where
Seasons, yeah.
you're not feeling, oh, I'm just in love with you. But
Mm-hmm.
what you have to keep going and do right is being committed and having that respect.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I definitely feel that. I don't think it's in a bad way that she was saying you're not always going to be in love, because you're just not. I
You're
mean, think
just not.
about it with the kids. You love your kids. You have moments where you are just overwhelmed with love and how much this little person came from you, and you know what I'm saying, how
Mm-hmm.
intelligent and beautiful they are. But then you
Right.
have your times when you like,
I
man,
could break
these
your
kids,
neck. I could break your
yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
but you stick with it because you're committed to your kids. There's
Mm-hmm.
some people who give up their kids.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? They're not committed to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same situation. I feel like that respect, you respect somebody, but on the respect level of you respect them because of who they are, what they bring to the table, meaning that their character probably has integrity. You probably trust them if you respect them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nobody that trusts somebody that they don't respect.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, if I respect you, I trust you. I don't know a person I respect and I don't trust them, or I trust them and I don't respect them. That kind of comes hand in hand for me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In certain instances, I think now in a business relationship, that the dynamic is kind of different because there could be times when you respect that person, but you don't literally, I don't really trust you with certain things. You know what I'm saying? And that's just with any relationship. It's certain things that you just don't trust that person with. Like, I don't think I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Because trust is so broad, so we can't just put it all in one bubble. Because, for instance, for you, okay, stay in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? You have that one thing that you know you can trust your husband with. He's not going to drop the ball on this at all. Then you have that one thing you'd be like, I don't trust you with that because I know how you are and you're gonna do, you know, nah, it ain't gonna get
No,
done
for
like I
real.
want
Like,
it
I
done.
don't
So
trust
I'm
you to
just gonna
make
go
this
ahead and just
dinner
do,
for
you
me.
know,
But you got this other thing.
yeah,
No,
and
I get
it's
it.
like that because it's even like in relationships, even like with a friend, like there's certain friends that you just know. I know she got me right here, this, that, and the here, but then it's another area. You'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't trust her with that one. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many facets that it comes from. So, but I think for the overall trust, that brings the respect and love.
Yeah, for the important things.
Right? The
Because
non-negotiables.
we trust people at on the smaller levels, and we trust them on this level.
Right?
There's levels to what you're trusting people on. So versus, I don't trust you with the bills because you be messing up the bills. But that
Right?
doesn't take away from who you are as a character. I mean, your
Exactly.
characteristic as a person. But if I didn't trust you because you cheat on me, now
Right.
that's a whole nother level. And I couldn't be with somebody who I can't trust when I don't see them.
But see, and then
Versus I can be with somebody
that comes with the
who I can't
respect
trust with
thing.
the bills. You know?
That comes with the respect thing because I remember me and my cousin had a conversation, and we was talking about cheating. And that was one of the things that she brought up. She was like, I feel that that's when a man cheats on you, when he don't respect you. When he respects you, he won't. That's the line he won't cross. So, what do you feel? What do you feel about that? Like, do you think that goes hand in hand with the cheating? Like,
I think that cheating has nothing to do with their partner. And that goes for men and women.
hmm
Cheating is solely a selfish act that
True.
that person is committing.
Mm-hmm.
It has
True.
nothing to do because people can love and respect their spouse and be the best spouse and have a whole nother life because they like to cheat or because they just want to be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's an individual thing. That's a character flaw for you
Right.
to be a cheater. I'm not saying people don't make a mistake. Y'all went through something and it was, one of y'all cheated or both of y'all cheated one time and y'all have, y'all didn't do it before and y'all didn't do it after. That's one offs. But as a just a person who cheats all the time or thinks that it's okay, that's a character flaw. Has nothing to do with who they're with. You can be the
Mm.
best spouse in the world. They can love you and respect you, but their character flaw will mess it up every time if they're a cheater. That's also about self-respect. That's also about self-control.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely
these
more
are our
more
individual flaws.
self-control than anything. Self-control and self-discipline. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yes, exactly. You did it right. Um, Damien said, "What?" He said, "You don't trust me with your rent money at the casino?"
That's what I'm
I
talking
know,
about.
I know, Damien.
Now, but that's just even like simple things like sending them to the store. You know, okay, get this, and this, and you. Okay, I already know he gonna forget something, or he is not gonna get the brand that I didn't even ask for that brand. Why did you get that? Because they just think, uh, oh, you want heavy
Oh,
whipping cream? Okay, I'm gonna get this off. Don't give me no off-brand heavy whipping cream. Get me, you know what I'm saying? But that's just like
oh
like okay, I just go do it
my.
myself.
It gets to the point where you got to take pictures.
Right, and
This
send
is
it
what I really
when you get to the store. Here, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
like. Or call me when you get there and put me on
FaceTime me when you get
FaceTime.
there. Mm-hmm. Hilarious.
You have done that plenty of times. Put me on FaceTime. Okay, turn it around. Okay,
Turn
go
it
down
around.
the
Let me
aisle.
see.
Okay, you can do
Yep. Yep.
that. Okay, it's right there.
Yep. That one right there. Yeah, get that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Jamie said, Quincy said, no, cheating is selfish. Jamie
Yes.
said, I agree with you. Jamie said, it's definitely all about them. And she said, exactly, Cubana. Yeah. So I think it's levels to the
Mm-hmm.
small things, especially versus the big
Right.
things. That makes a difference. But all in all, I think also that men and women are just wired differently
We
on
are.
how they think and receive love.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, individually, we all are different, but just as genders, if we're talking about genders, men generally receive or understand what is the word I'm looking for? Prefer love in a certain way. Like it
Mm-hmm.
translates to them in a different way than what women translate as love. And even how we are more of a communicator, we like
Mm-hmm.
most women will be the ones to communicate their feelings more, and men shut down.
Right.
So we're just wired differently.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as we get an understanding of each other, I think a lot of people don't sit down and really have deep conversations or ask the right questions to be
Mm-hmm.
able to love each other correctly. And we just assume that people know. Well, you 30 years old, you should know this by now. You 40, 50 years old, you should know this by now. But some people don't. Some people have been single for so long they don't know how to love people, or
Mm-hmm.
they've been in relationships with people that didn't challenge them to be better and love better.
Mm-hmm.
So when they get with you, it's like you're teaching them all over again how to love because you're teaching them how to love you.
And that's what I was about. That was exactly what I was about to say. The last statement. You have to teach them how to love you. Just like they have to teach you how to love them. Because just because you love this person that way, don't mean that that's how I want love. So that's where those conversations come in, that those, what I'm saying, those checks, those, well, like they call them welfare checks. That's when the welfare
Yeah,
checks come in, like, hey, how are you doing? Is there anything that I could be doing differently? Is there anything I could be doing better to, what I'm saying, make you feel more loved or support you more. Those are the kind of conversations you have to have in relations, in all relationships, but especially in a marriage. And those are conversations you got to be like, hey, got to do those check-ins, like everything good, what could be different, those type of things. And I used to have those all the time with my kids. And people used to be like, you let your kids have too much say. And I'm like, no, I said, because as a kid, I didn't have that say. We
Mhm.
was kids are to be seen and not heard, but I always wanted my kids to feel like you're a part of this family. You are a vital part of this family. So if there's something that I'm doing that you think is not cool, or you know what I'm saying, or if I'm disciplining you and you think no, if this wasn't right, I always tell my, don't do it in the heat of me disciplining you, but later on or the next day, mom, when this was going on, this, that, and the other. And we could sit down and have a conversation about it. I always wanted to give my kids that freedom to say what they felt is okay and is not okay. Whether I
Yeah.
agreed or if it was going to change the situation or not. At least you felt like you was heard. You know what I'm saying? Your voice meant something.
Yes, I definitely feel that all the way. Um, Jimmy said there's always levels, and motherfuckers don't understand that. Yes, there's always levels.
Like they
She
always
said
say,
now
there's
people be
levels to
scared.
this.
Yeah, she said now people be scared to talk because they really don't want the truth. They want to keep their own illusion alive. Oh my gosh. I
That's
wish I
so
could like
true.
write that 1,000 times.
That's so true.
She said, hey, she said, talk that, Cubana. Nah, for real though. And I mean, that would make a lot of a difference
Hmm.
when we send these kids and teenagers into adulthood.
Hmm.
If we're nipping certain things in the bud with communication,
Yep.
and with our girls, but definitely with our boys, because they
Definitely.
already have, um, the the things negativity stacked against them.
Right.
You know what I mean? They already. I'm sorry, I can hear myself, and it's making me talk slow. It's making me talk like I'm retarded. And what I wanted to say was,
Mhm.
but so the I couldn't even think of what I was trying to say, but they have the negativity stacked against them, the odds. Thank you, Jesus.
The odds against them already.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I stacked against them when it comes to certain things, and communication is one of them. Every woman, not every woman, but most women I know, when they complain about anything about their husband, it's communication.
Yep.
He don't tell me his feelings, or when he do, it is volatile, or he's,
Hmm.
what I'm saying, emotional in a certain way, he can't get it out, or he shuts down.
Right.
So I met a lady, she said that she wanted to have kids and she wanted to have boys, all
Mm.
boys. She said,
Mm.
because I want to raise some great men to put in this world, because she had a heart for how men and boys are overlooked
Mhm.
when it comes to emotions, and showing them how to love. Do you
Mhm.
feel, Kibana, that the ball has been dropped in a lot of ways on when we raise our men, or raise our boys, I should say, into men?
Yes, in a lot of ways. Number one, the stigma of the men don't cry and show emotions. And
Mhm. She said
then
that.
we want them to get in a relationship with these women and then be these great men, but you always told them to be closed off to their emotions. So I think that's one of the ways we dropped the ball. And just like for my sons, I always taught them that I'm not going to always be around, so I'm going to need you to know how to take care of yourself in every capacity. If I'm not here, you need to know how to clean, you need to know how to cook, you need to know how to write a check, you know how to go to the ATM, you know how to balance your checkbook, you need to know how to make sure your money is invested. These are all the things that you need to know for yourself and not depend on a woman, because one, if there's a period of time when you're not with a woman, then what? Then all this goes lacking. You don't eat, your house not
Right.
clean. you know. And then I try to teach my sons to, speak up for themselves and don't move in your emotions, you know. Yes, you need to
Yeah,
be about some things, but on for the overall, think and be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be so emotional. And I always told them, um, don't make any major decisions, any life decisions when you're upset, when you're hurt.
yeah,
Don't make, when you're unsure, don't make those decisions. Wait until you're sure. Wait until the anger is gone. Wait until the emotions is out of it, so you can make a clear decision. So if there's different things you try to teach them. And then I even told them, like, don't even, I know, a lot of men be like, oh, it's okay to sleep with her, and her. No, it's not okay to sleep with her, and her. I said, because not only is there sexually transmitted diseases, it's sexually transmitted demons. You sleeping with her,
yeah,
she got this bipolar disorder. Next thing you know, you off. And you're like, what's going on with me? I just feel, yeah, because you didn't connected yourself with something off. So be disciplined even in sharing your body. You a prize too. Not the woman is just not the prize, the man is the prize too. Because I'm gonna be the one
yeah,
taking care of you and providing for you. So you gonna get a prize when you get me. You know what I'm saying? She
yeah.
should feel she that way too. So yeah, it's just, I know it's little things that I tried to teach my sons, and so yeah.
It's crazy that you said that about the prize thing. I know, like months ago, maybe last year, we had a topic about that, about who's the prize, the man or the woman, because we always hear, and we've always
Mm-hmm.
grown up to know and hear that
The woman.
women are the prize,
Hmm.
because they bring this and that and the other, a good woman.
A good woman, right?
They bring all these things to the table and they enhance that man's life.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've gotten older and experienced in my own life and just watching other people,
Mm-hmm.
good couples and bad,
Right.
and I've learned that what you said, men can be the prize too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like being the prize doesn't is not gender specific.
Right.
It is who you are and what you bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
So just as well as women, yes, fellas, y'all can be the prize too. If you
And they
are
are the
honestly,
prize. If you get a good man, that is a prize, because it ain't a whole bunch of, that's like a Cracker Jack box. So like, you never
yeah,
know what you're going to get. So if you get a good man, you got a prize. There's not
yeah,
many of them out there. You got a man that loves you, that's there for you, that protects you, that provides for you, that's helping you raise your kids. Like that, that's a prize. That
yeah.
absolutely is a prize.
And
You
then when
know?
y'all get together, y'all get a surprise package. Now,
Exactly. Not diminishing the fact that you're a prize. I also, you know what I'm saying? So when y'all get together, then I mean that's just the ultimate.
yes, exactly. That's the ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people get that twisted. And I feel like a lot of times when people have been in bad relationships for so long or singles for so long and not had good experiences, they put the negative perspective on it, on relationships or marriages. But nah, it's really people out here in relationships or marriages that are flourishing, that are happy, that are in love. Now, is that going to be 24/7 for the whole time of their lives? No. But you have to be able to get through the hard times to and really enjoy the good times. And as time goes on, things will get easier. Arguments and disagreements will get lesser because you're supposed to be building
Mm-hmm.
your social skills with each other, or communication. You're
Right.
supposed to be building your trust with each other. You're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be maintaining, you know what I'm saying, being vulnerable with each other and problem solving. You know
Right.
what I mean? And being able to suffer sometimes when you or suffer together when you guys suffer sometimes. So I feel like these are things that are supposed to be built, and a lot of people don't want to build it. They just want to already have it, or they,
Right.
when the person comes to them.
Yeah, because I think one of the biggest mistakes when it comes to relationships in any form is that we think that we meet this person, we start talking, and now everything just falls into place. No, that's not how it works. It's a working relationship. You have to work on you know what I'm saying? Because being in any relationship is very selfless. You have to give a lot of yourself.
You do.
There's I don't think there's any relationship that I can think of where it's 100% all the times. It's
Yeah,
going to be some 80-20, some 70-30, some 50-60. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's not all the time, but it's going to be those dynamics. It's never going to be 100% all the time that person is given, because you have life experiences, you have things that's going on, you have work, you have children, you have your dreams, and you're constantly trying to manifest all this stuff. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be as present. That's when I need
right,
you to pick up the slack. Sometimes you're not going to be as present. That's when I need to pick up the slack. That's
mhm,
why you, like you said, you're building on this. You're building, you're watching and you're learning your partner. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at what moves them, you know what I'm saying, what hurts them, you know what I'm saying, what gets them going, what keeps them motivated, those type of things. You're learning all those things. You're watching to learn this. That's why, like, when you see couples that's been together like 30 and 40 years and stuff and 50 years, they're finishing each other's sentence, or they don't even have to say anything and they already know this is what this person
exactly.
wants, because they've
Because they're in
watched and
tune.
studied over the years. Hmm.
Yes, and they're in tune. You
Right.
know, and and when you talk about it, like, be like, man, that might sound like so much because I have to maintain being in tune with them, and then I'm supposed to give myself self love and yada yada yada. But it's about balance, and it's
It's
about
balance.
your giving reciprocation. Because if
Yep.
I'm taking care of you and I'm loving on you, and you're giving it back, taking care of me in the way I need, and loving on me in the way that I need, then we're going to be constantly reciprocating and filling each other's cups.
Yep. In
So it won't
exchange.
be like I'm trying to balance so much of loving myself, making sure that I get fulfilled so that I can still give back to you. Because although you still need self care, even if there's reciprocating, I like alone time anyways. I'm a loner, but
Me too.
but if you're supposed to be reciprocating, you know what I'm saying? Then I won't be so much in a drought. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? I may not have to do so much self care because
Right.
I'm giving, I'm giving, and I'm getting. And so
Absolutely.
a lot of times, especially in this era, people just want to get, they don't want to give.
Right. They
Or
don't
if
want to
they
give.
do give, they don't know how to give, and they don't want to get advice on how to give. They don't want to research how to give. They don't want to
Because,
do
a
nothing. They don't
lot of
want to do the
people,
work.
I didn't realize that a lot of people. And I think we kind of, I don't remember what grade. I know we learned this in school though, is you're a product of your environment. A lot of people don't understand that in the full entirety of it. Like, you are a product of your environment. Does that mean that no, you cannot change or you can't bring the good out of the bad? No, it just means that you may take a little longer to get through certain things because of how you were brought up, the
Right.
environment you were in. You may have been in an environment where it was love, 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 love. Then it's easy for you to get love. But if you were in an environment of survivor and survivalship, then it's a little difficult for you to give love because you're surviving,
Yeah.
you know? And
And
so we
all you
have to
know
take
is
all
you
that
have
into
used people.
consideration.
Because when you survive, when you're in survival mode, you're using people
Mm-hmm.
to get by. Just think, and we're taking out a relationship, just in life.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in survival mode, you trying to use whoever to get a good job or to get a good hustle, or you using them to have a relationship so they can help you do this, and this person can help you do that. You're in survival mode, you're in hustle mode. But when you're not, you don't have to try to use people because you have plentiful. You know what I'm saying? So you walk through this world differently.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're right. People who were raised on survival or even just lack thereof of like love, they walk through this world differently because they're not fulfilled. They don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they can learn. That's the
They
good
can
part.
learn.
That you
Yeah,
can
they
learn.
can learn. Absolutely.
You
And
know?
it's just a process. And it's like, are you willing to go through that process? Are you willing to let me help you through that process? You know? So I mean, I think it's so many dynamics in what she said, but absolutely.
Yes. Jamie said, "Man, we are still looked at as angry niggas. So
Mm-hmm.
most definitely, I mean, yeah, most default to it. We have to teach proper communication.
Right.
Exactly. Um, let me see. Nah, people be scared to talk because they really don't want the truth. They want to keep their own. Oh, okay, I already read that. I'm sorry. Let me scroll on down. Damien said, "You get a Cubana prize. We get a Cubana prize. Everyone gets a Cubana." Jamie said it's supposed to be both. Yes, both people
Yeah,
are prizes. She said the Cracker
absolutely.
Jack box. He said, "Hell, motherfucker, no, they don't. So they stay where they are comfortable. Growth is
Yeah.
not in your mind, so it can't come out of
Growth
you. Yeah,
is not
you can't give
comfortable.
what you don't have."
Growth
Mims was
isn't
talking.
comfortable. Change isn't comfortable. You know, when you're in a familiar spot where, you've been operating this way for so long, it's not easy to change. It's
Yeah,
not easy, what I'm saying, to feel comfortable in moving differently. But that's where, like in a relationship, if he's more of a survivor, you're more of a lover, that's where the nurturing and the patience and stuff comes in, because now you're having to he has to unlearn all those things that he learned that he thought was his truth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, relationships takes a lot of work, in any relationship, not just a marriage, just a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Children and parents. It's a lot of work when it comes to relationship, because you're giving a lot of yourself.
you are. And I had told Quincy a couple of years ago, I was like, I had said it a few times. I was like, if we ever don't work out, I'm not getting in another relationship or marriage. And he was like, wow. He was like, is it because our marriage was that bad? And I was like, no. I said, I love our marriage. But I know now what it entails to
Absolutely. Absolutely. To maintain. And I don't
to
even know if I
maintain
have the
the
emotional
relationship.
capacity to go that route
Yeah. And I
again.
probably
Mm-hmm.
won't. I will be so much into myself and replenishing myself and loving on myself. Like, it is
Yep.
such an honor to be able to just do self care for yourself all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
but not to say that I don't love my husband or I don't love what we have, because I do. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, even when I sit up and think about what I would do if he was to pass away or something like that, because if we was to get a divorce, then I don't care because I don't like that man. But if we,
I don't
but
like
if he
them.
passed away, then I'd be hurt and I'd be like, dang, I don't know what I'm gonna do without my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Quincy said, "Don't drink the liquor." Fuck all that positive talk. I'm not gonna drink it. I got wine, and I'm not even
Oh my
drinking my
God,
wine
look,
now. You know,
don't
I've
drink
been
that
cool on
man
the liquor.
liquor, okay? Stay away from that man bottle.
I've been cool on the liquor. I've been trying to drink less because I've been working out. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just, keep drinking and I'm trying to work
Giving
out
them
and my
empty
body.
calories, because them is empty
Yeah.
calories.
With working out and stuff and staying hydrated and trying to eat right, the last few times when I do drink, I get way more drunker because my body is cleaned out. So when I drink now, it's just like,
Right.
oh, the lady tripping. Hey, Caleb, I see you in here. Jamie said all the ships. Right. And so, anyways, back to what we was saying. We went down a damn rabbit hole. Okay. Before we leave, I want to go ahead and segue into this last topic.
Okay.
All right. I should have had this together, but we was having a good time. All right. So I have this meme, and I want you guys to tell me what you think about it. So it says, the potential you see in other people isn't real. It is the projection of what you would do in their position. I'm going to read it one
Mm,
more time. The potential you see in other people isn't real.
mm,
It is the projection of what you would do in their position.
mm,
So tell me what you
mm.
think about that. What I was thinking when I thought about it. I mean, when I was thinking about the questions about that, I was like, how much does potential matter when choosing to be serious with someone?
I'm not dating potential
So you're not
at
doing
all.
it?
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope. Um, Not saying that I won't see that there's things that you can change or that I know, what I'm saying, I see greater in you, but I'm not dating you and looking for that, or oh, I know he's gonna be a great man once he get it together. Yeah, no, I need you to have a lot of that together first. A lot of that. I'm not dating. And that statement is deep. I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. Because a lot of times when it's potential with women and men, with anybody, it's because you're listening to what they're saying. They're saying, I
Right.
want to do this, that, and the other, whatever. So then you're like, oh yeah, he got so much potential because he wants to do this and he want to be this person and he want have this. Yeah, but is his actions showing he has potential, or is his words showing he has potential? And I
Right.
think we are
Okay.
moved a
That's a
lot
good
with the
one.
words.
That's a good one. Um, I'm gonna read it again because a few more people came in here. So the quote we're talking about how we feel is the potential you see in other people isn't real. It is the projection of what you would do in their position. So what I was thinking was like this. Sometimes when we see people and they're in a position to be like, you know what, you have this resource or you have this connection or I know that you have this talent. Um, if I were you, I would do this, that, and the other. Because we're applying our characteristics
Hmm. To their
to and
situation.
yes, to their
Hmm.
situation. But at the end of the day, we're all different and how we approach things. Some people are not motivated; they're
Right.
self-motivated. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody to motivate them.
Hmm.
And some people just have it, like they're
Just
self-motivated. They
have
don't
that
need
drive.
nobody.
Right.
Once they, lock in on something, they go in full force. Some people they just handle things differently. They're might be very direct, while another person might be a procrastinator.
Right.
So, although you might have a talent, a skill, good ideas, you might have even delved into something and tried it before to show that you can do something. Uh, consistency, consistency, even if you're failing, that to me would show okay, you have potential that I'm willing to bank on because you
Hmm.
are consistent even when you fail because that's hard to do.
Hmm.
And I don't care who you are. And most people who are successful, they have failed more times than they
More,
have been
yeah,
successful.
multiple, more times than they actually won. For instance, Michael Jordan. Look how many times Michael Jordan was not picked, not chose to
Right.
become one of the greatest of all times. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're gonna fail, and it's the getting back up and still moving forward even when you fall. So absolutely, and that does show a potential. But then again, it's like depending on situation, because why you keep failing in that situation? Are you learning from that? From I'm serious. Like, are you learning from that? I mean, because you did it this way a couple of times, it didn't work, and you go keep beating that dead horse. Or we gonna switch it up? You know,
Well, think about the movie Acrimony.
acrimony. Hmm.
And for 20 years, that man had a dream and worked on it and submitted it and failed and um, tried to work other jobs here and there, and but was still working on that.
Hmm.
And just when she was ready to, well, she did give up on that nigga. He got a chance.
Right. But that's what I'm
So
saying. So when you're failing, are you perfecting it? Okay, I failed this way, so maybe I need to do it this way. But I'm talking about just beating the same dead horse, and you see there's nothing coming out of that. Like, no, we got to switch this up. But I can see, what I'm saying, you having a dream and not giving up on your dream. But in the meantime, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you working on something else to provide and then still work on your dream? Because I'm all for it. I'm all for you working on your dream, but make sure you have something else in place in the meantime until the dreams prosper. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too. And I'm using the movie by Tyler Perry, Acrimony, because I
Mhm.
feel like that was a really good example of people being steadfast, but other people not understanding their dream.
Right.
Now, do I feel like that he could have held at least a good steady part time,
Right.
if not full time? You know what I'm saying? And still worked on his stuff on the side
That's all I'm
just to
saying.
help out, because that was 20 years of her carrying the burden
Mhm.
of bills and everything being behind and having to fix stuff, and you know what I'm saying, anything that had to do with money, and him just doing in and out of job. You know what is it called? Ins and outs. I don't know.
Odds and ends.
Odd
Jobs.
jobs.
Yeah.
But then at the end, but then she did get crazy at the end. Now I
I
feel like she had a
mean, how how would
she
you
had a
feel to
mental
carry somebody all
break.
this time and then when they blow up, then they just like, yeah, all right.
But she said she didn't want to be with him no more. She kicked him out. She listened to her sisters.
And that's terrible. And see, and that's
Yeah.
one thing that I don't, I mean, in perspective, yeah. But that's one thing that I in friendships don't do. Now, if the relationship is hurting and damaging the kids or something like that, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna need you to rethink this. But I'm not gonna tell nobody to leave their man or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or this that no, because I'm not gonna let you tell me to leave mine. Because I don't care what if I feel that it's still for me to fight for, I'm gonna fight for it. So your opinion is because it's you mean because everybody have their own um what's the word I'm looking for, their own where they're like, okay, I'm not going to deal with this anymore, their own
Oh, okay,
boundaries, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Their own
everybody
limit,
has
their
that.
own boundary.
What you may take may not be what I take, you know what I'm saying? You may be like, oh, if he cheat on me, I'm leaving, you know what I'm saying? I may be like, okay, oh cool, well, if he cheat, it may happen, but if you have a baby on me, that's my that's it. You may be like, oh, I'll take the baby in, so it's just like it's everybody have their own boundaries. So you don't know the inner working of someone's relationship, because even a parent, just my perspective, even a parent don't know that their child better than the person they're with,
That's
because
true.
it's vulnerabilities that he's going to show you, she's going to show him, that you're not willing to show everybody else, you know
Right.
so it's just like, yeah, as long as it's not hurting the kids and it's not hurting you, you know what I'm saying, you're not getting beat up on, and you know what I'm saying, like, hey, that's your relationship.
Yeah. No, that's very true. Nobody knows you better than the person that you live with.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jamie said if they can't show certain qualities, no, no, no. It's that people lie way too much for me. I'm finna watch them act.
Absolutely. Them actions.
Um, Damien said I failed so many times. I had the strength to get up and do better.
Right.
Exactly. He said, right, stay connected to stable job or hustle till you can get closer to your dream. Right.
Right.
And I think that's the best way to go about it. But also, he tried to be where he even came back and gave her $10 million, the keys to her mama's house that she had to sell, roses, and even then she was like, "Well, this don't mean we gonna be together." And then you just turn around the next day or 2 days later and decide that, you know what, I'm gonna go get my man back, and you mad because he was the next one. And see, that's what a lot of women think too. Like, I don't want to let go of him. They'll be with a man and just be with him till forever because they feel like they don't want somebody else to reap the benefits of what they've helped build in that person.
You know what? I used to think that way younger. Um, and I learned that for me as a person, I'm a healer. So I
Yes.
attract brokenness.
Yeah.
So I have to
I
I have to decide what level of brokenness I'm going to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So, and some people are just that way. You know, for me personally, if I'm with somebody and we go through all this stuff and then we break up and he a good man for the next woman, girl, go ahead. You, I
Right.
helped you. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't for me. And maybe I was helping him for you. Okay.
Yeah.
It happened that way, and I think because we be so selfish and thinking people belong to us and people are property.
Ooh.
I'm not your property. I don't own you. You don't own me. We're just occupying space and time with each other. And at any point when
Man.
that occupation of space and time is not working for me or you, we both have the right to say it's not working and walk away. And I
Man.
wish you the best.
Yesterday I looked at my memories. Every day I try to look at my memories to see either how smart I was or dumb I was.
Hmm.
And yesterday I was like, "Ooh, that was a good one," because I had said the same thing you were saying. Is basically we don't own each other, and so if your time is up with a relationship, that's okay. We don't own each other. Move on. You'll find somebody else.
And I
And
want you
I
to love me. I
definitely.
want you to love me enough to let me go. Because if you really truly love me, you want me to be happy, and even if it's not with you. And that's the type of love if you not happy with me, then okay, I love you enough for you to go be wherever you feel that you need to go be and be happy.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not gonna hurt, not saying, you're not gonna feel away, but you know what I'm saying, for the greater good of you, hey, go make yourself happy. Life is too short to be living unhappy because I'm not going to do it for you. So I don't expect you to do it for me.
Right. And when we realize that, hey, we don't own people, all we can do is control ourselves.
Yep.
And even if you're married to somebody and y'all been together for years, do you know people have gotten divorced after 25, 30 years?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they
After
realize, like,
25, but listen, and that is so funny you said that. Me and my sister was just talking about that. After I done gave you my good years, though, my good 30 years, baby, going over there in that other room because you ain't going. Where you going? We was
yeah,
cracking up laughing at that because but I mean, but yeah, it does happen. Sometimes you do grow apart after that long time, and you know
yeah, like that's
if you
just
feel, like I
life.
said,
That
if you feel it's not working for you, hey, you got to do what's best for you.
and it's not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world.
I
It's going to be
was
a major
telling,
adjustment, and it is a
yeah,
death, but you can get through it.
yeah. And
Mhm.
and I think that's where my optimism gets me, because a lot of people don't believe that, or I guess when you're in that moment or that time, but hey, you can always change the situation. As long as you're alive, you can change your mind,
Right.
and you have the right to change your mind if you're in a situation that is not serving you,
No longer
and you
serving you.
have did your due diligence to try to make it right. If somebody or a situation is not doing good for you, then hey, the good news is you can change your mind. The bad news is it's probably going to be difficult if you're really entangled with them.
But you know what?
or
I've seen relationships where they were married 25 and 30 years and get divorced, and then 2, 3 years later, now they're back in the relationship.
yeah, I've seen that
I
too.
mean, so maybe, maybe it was something that, you guys need to be apart to learn to, whatever. Because just because you split from someone all the time, it doesn't mean it's a forever thing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And sometimes it may be a forever thing. But the one
right,
thing is that it don't have to kill you. You know what I'm saying? You can still live through it.
right. And that's my point. Whether you stay with somebody until one of y'all die, both of y'all die, or whether y'all get a divorce early in the years or later in the years, I feel that life goes on. Just like if somebody has a death, you are going to mourn them. You're going to mourn your relationship, your marriage, or whatever. but life goes on. Now, whether you want to be single or not, that's on you. But
Mhm.
you are still here.
Mhm.
So live your life. Finish out the journey. We have
Right.
so many chapters in our lives. We be
Mhm.
trying to stay on the same chapter for too long sometimes.
Right.
And God
Right.
will allow things to disrupt that to where we have to end it abruptly and
Mhm.
start a new chapter. Like you've
Yeah.
been holding on to this for too long. Or sometimes, hey, it has nothing to do with you. This is just the end of a season.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
we try to rationalize everything. It has to make sense. I have to have answers. No, sometimes you just won't have answers. Or maybe later on in life, you'll
Later on,
have
it'll make
answers.
sense. Right.
You don't always have the, sometimes we have to go through things to even understand what we've been through. We have to
Mhm.
gain wisdom through trial and error and through things happening and through us being strong and having wisdom and getting through things,
Mhm.
endurance.
Right.
And then later on, we'll look back and be like, have a revelation
Mhm.
of why that happened or why you had
Right.
to go through what you had to go through. And you
Exactly.
didn't have that knowledge or that wisdom because you didn't have that experience yet.
Right. Right.
So, you know, we just in life, my mom always say, Medea used to say, just keep living.
Just keep living.
When you
Just
don't
keep living.
understand things, just keep living. Keep doing what you need to do. Keep loving. Keep dreaming. Keep
Mhm.
going towards your goals, whether they little small goals or whether they big goals. Because
Mhm.
even big goals, you got to break that big goal down to small steps
Mhm.
on how to get to that big goal.
Right.
It's not the big picture that makes it beautiful, it's the details.
Mhm.
So the details put together all together makes the beautiful picture.
Yep.
You know, it's just so when sometimes we have to talk to ourselves and encourage ourselves like, hey, this is what's going on in my life.
Mhm.
Maybe I just lost my job. Maybe my business just went down. But guess what? Life goes on. Maybe I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills. Maybe I'm getting put out. Maybe I'm eating on the street. No, I'm just joking.
You so
Listen,
crazy. But that is some people's reality though, you know?
it
And you know, it's so many people that have lost and regained and got it all over again and you know what I'm
is.
saying,
Right,
ended up better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just my whole thing is just don't give up. You know, don't stop
right,
moving. You know, just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just a steps. Like I was talking to someone and they had just had a major loss, and I was like, you know, don't try to take it day by day. Sometimes you can only take it moment by moment. You know,
yes. Oh
so
my
don't
goodness.
don't try to do everything in one day, and don't look at the big, you know, the big picture of, oh, I got to do this, that, and the other. No, just take your time with it. You know what I'm saying? Because some things will knock you down harder than others. You know what I'm saying? And you have to learn how to rebuild and how to get up from that. And it's not always easy, you know? So,
My mom's
yeah.
favorite thing that I love to repeat is you can eat a whole elephant just one bite at a time.
Yep. And my
Sometimes
mom
we
always her one of my mom's saying that I always love is you know, they didn't build Rome in one day,
exactly.
you know? So,
Quincy said, "Nah, if you ain't with me, I don't want you to be happy." That's all that. Wait a minute. If you gone, let me have my happiness.
so wait, Quincy, I gotta ask. So Quincy, if she ain't with you, you don't want her to be happy? So when you leave, you want you want her to just stay miserable when you pass. God forbid we all gotta go that way, but when you pass, that's the end of the line for her. I heard that. I ain't mad at it though.
What?
I I ain't
I
mad
want
at it.
him
He
to be
said, "Look,
happy. I want him to move on. I want my kids to have a good stepmom. You know, I want them to have some type of thing to where she can cook good and bring the family together and be silly and goofy and play with their kids and be with their dad and love on their dad. Because they ain't gonna take care of that nigga when he get old anyway.
that's the whole purpose of why you need to foster your marriage, because when your kids get old and gone on about their life, it's just y'all left."
It
And they gonna be
is.
taking care of their kids and their spouse and doing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he said, no, be
Yeah.
miserable. Be miserable, Trick, without me. Pussy is a mess.
Jamie said that is unconditional love. Many love conditionally. Oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
they really do.
Yeah.
She said sometimes in the healing journey you have to be alone to connect with self. Yes,
Yep.
because other people are out. They're distractions,
And do
and
you
then
know
sometimes
that's where I got a lot of my feelings and how I feel and move now is was in my healing journey. When I Because one thing that I always said, um, I remember when I was what was this? When me and my first husband had when we was breaking up, and my cousin was like, you was with that man all these years, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take that and it's gonna take quite a few years for you to heal from that, you know what I'm saying? So I always would be like, you know what, when I would leave a relationship, I would always take at least a good 2-3 years off, just to heal,
yeah,
just to look through, look back on what went wrong, what was my part of it, what I could have did differently. Because when you're alone, that's when you can, those things play in your mind, those little scenarios that, oh, you know what, dang, I could have did this differently, or I could have not have said that, or I could have said this, or I could have been more
yeah,
supportive. So you take those times, and I think that's why it's a lot of broken relationships now, because we so just jump from one relationship to the next. Like, you don't even have time to heal. You don't even know what you like, because a lot of times you're going to lose yourself in some capacity in that relationship. So if
yeah,
you go into another relationship half full, you don't even know what you lost. You don't even know you know what I'm saying, what you like anymore. You know what I'm saying? You just right back into something. How did you heal? How are you going to be better for the next one or for yourself?
exactly. Tanya, hey. Sorry, I'm going, y'all. The
Gotcha.
reefer is hitting harder than I thought.
Yeah,
But
that ganja.
Tanya said, "Hey, Queen. Hey, girl." She said,
Hey.
"What was the topic?" So we had went down a rabbit hole. We about to wrap it up in a minute. But the last topic we were talking about was a meme that said the potential you see in other people isn't real.
Mhm.
It is the projection of what you would do in their position. And then we kind of went down a rabbit hole and started talking about relationships and love and things like that. Wait, where's your comments going? Because I'm not seeing them. Hold on. She said, I want you to be happy if I don't make you happy. Don't stay and make me miserable. Oh, so we started talking about if you were to pass, would you want your spouse to move on and be happy? What about you, Tanya? Would you want Norm to be happy? Would you want your kids to have a stepmom and step in and somebody be there for them? Or you want him to be single and be a single father and grandfather?
And just be miserable for the rest of their life. Without be miserable.
Some men will be assholes instead of leaving. Serial monogamy, Jamie said. Tanya
Mhm.
said some men are use relationships as an outlet to not address their own issues. Right.
Yeah.
She said potential definitely isn't real. Yeah, I feel like so. Me and Kibana was saying, well, Kibana said she don't date potential.
Mm-mm.
I said that I feel like if you are showing me that you are doing something, and even if you're failing, if you're consistent at doing whatever you're doing and being successful in life, how you want to be successful, then that is showing me that you gonna do it whether you are being successful or whether you're failing. This is something that you're consistent at. Because one thing you want as a leader, if you're marrying someone and you want them to be your leader, is consistency, whether it's good or bad. Think about our
Mhm.
presidents. We want them to be consistently good and sound minded and making the right decisions. And even if they fail, they can get back up, dust themselves off, and do what they got to do to figure out how to get out of this. You know what I'm saying? So we want our spouse to be consistent.
Mhm.
She said, "Yes, I would hope the person who comes after me respects the fact he is a widower and keep my memory alive." Oh, so would you want him to like keep a picture of you up in the bedroom or in the living room? And how, Kimana, okay, before we get out of here, Kimana, how would you feel if you were dating a guy and say y'all really liked each other and you went and you knew he was a widower and you went and in his living room and bedroom and everywhere, it was pictures of her.
5
Would you
years.
feel
5 years.
it? What?
5 years. I'm gonna give you 5 years to get that out your system.
Oh, I thought you said I'd leave.
No,
But you
5
said
years.
5 years.
I'm gonna give you 5 years to get that out your system. Yeah, okay. As the years roll on, less and less pictures. I'm not saying you can't have one, but I'm not gonna walk into a bedroom and then eventually I need her out the bedroom. You can put her in the living room. Hey, but she gonna get out the bedroom. She ain't there no more. I'm gonna give you 5 good years for you to go and get all that out your system.
I feel like this. If once we get serious, you got about a year or two. I give it about 2 years. But I don't mind pictures like you said in the living room or in a photo album, and the kids and the family bring it out, and she's in the pictures and stuff. Obviously, I wouldn't want to erase her.
Right.
So, but my
That's in
bedroom, if
death
we see
though.
her in the
That's only in
bedroom,
death. Now, if y'all just separated, no, that's immediate. She got she should have been out when you decided you wanted something new. He should have been
right?
out when you decided you want something new. Now, in a death, I can kind of give you a little grace in that. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't a choice of yours. You had no choice in that loss. But yeah, not if y'all just separated.
Tanya said, "A man will have a new bitch before you got the dirt, though."
Period. Period.
I feel like that would be Quincy, because Quincy don't want to do nothing. He don't want to cook. He don't want to clean. And if he's mourning, he definitely doesn't want to cook, and he definitely don't want to
But
clean.
some men just can't be
Again,
alone, and you have to see. That's what I'm saying when it comes to relationships and knowing your person, and just know like some men just can't be alone. You know what I'm saying? And it's some women the same way that just gotta have a man. Like they just, what I'm saying, and some men just gotta have a woman. And if
I
that's the
know.
type of man you have, then you need to know that. So don't, like, a lot of
Yeah.
people like, oh, he was messing with her before we even got, yeah, yeah, yeah. It could not have been that way. It just be like he like, okay, X next.
Right.
Okay. You go. So hey, I'm gonna keep this train moving. So some people are just that way.
Yeah. And like Lauren London, after Nipsey died, she said she don't want to be with nobody. She don't want to
Because
love nobody.
some people's shoes are not easily filled. Even okay, for instance, for my mom, I be joking with her all the time because I'm just gonna say it, my mama bad. You know what I'm saying? Even in her big great age, my mama bad. She's still
Yeah.
beautiful. She's still built.
Yes,
She
she
still
is.
carry herself as a very classy woman. And men be trying to hit on her, and I'll be like, Mama, no. Mm-mm. I was like, oh my God.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But she was like, I don't feel there is a man that could take your daddy's place. And I'm like, I got
Oh,
that. I understand that. She was like, and I'm at this age, I'm not trying to learn no man again and figure out what his needs and wants is and go through that. She was like, I don't. She was like, I don't think a man could even step into your dad's shoes. Those shoes aren't easily filled. And when I look at my dad and what he did and what they had for those 40 plus years, okay, I get it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So with Lauren London saying that, you know what I'm saying? Those are big shoes for another man to fill, Nipsey shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Especially the way she said that he loved her.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
but like I said earlier, I know, if I was to be single, God forbid something happened to Quincy or we get a divorce, but I'm not doing a marriage for, I
The
mean,
last rodeo.
I don't know. But
It's the last
I
rodeo.
wouldn't have that just because I wouldn't have that desire because I don't want to put. I wouldn't want to do that again. I don't know. It would have to be
It's a
real,
lot.
especially because of the era that we live in. It's not an era like, oh, it's full of love in the air. Like, I'm gonna have to deal with a bunch of BS. So, do I want to deal with a bunch of BS, or do I just want to just like love on myself and travel and take care of my kids and be a grandma and you know what I'm saying? Like, what? I don't want to, you know.
Yeah,
And
that's where
for
I'm
me,
at.
I'm not a person. I'm more of a loner, so I'm good with somebody. That's how I know that God really put me and Quincy together. Plus, God told me like, man, like this is it. But it's because I didn't like spending time with people like that.
Me too.
I would get
I'm the same way.
mad when dudes would want to spend all my time with them. But with him, it was at ease, and that's how I knew I liked him. Like, okay, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not tripping that you're interrupting my sleep time
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or my free time or me going to do my thing. Like I love being around him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if it will probably be a long time before I find that again.
Mm-hmm.
And then now at my age, I wouldn't accept a lot of things I would have accepted in my 20s. So, and then it's just how the era of dating is right now. So I know I would just be good to
Yeah,
be by
I
myself.
think this is my last rodeo. I wouldn't. I don't even want where I'm at now in my life. I love what I have, but if it's no longer there, then I'm gonna do exactly what you just said. Me, my kids gonna be going, my grandbabies, we gonna be here, there, and everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be enjoying what left, of life I have. I'm just going to enjoy it and move at my own beat. I may want to get up at 2, 3 in the morning and go to the casino. You know,
Right.
I don't want you asking me no questions of well, where you going and this that, and look, I'm gone.
That you cheating on me.
Right.
You ain't
I
going
don't,
to no
and you
casino
know
at
what? That's why
5 o'clock
I
in the
was
morning.
laughing. I seen this meme and it was so funny because it was so something I would say, and it said she said niggas always talking about you got another nigga, I barely like you. You ain't got to worry
For real,
about
like
nobody
you
else because
waiting on
you barely in. How you think I want another one? I'm
hanging
barely
on by
with
your
you.
chin, chin, chin.
Yeah, you know. But it was so funny because that's how I be thinking. Like, don't nobody. I think when you with someone and been with someone for so long, man, I ain't got time to be dealing with nobody else in the capacity that I deal with you. Go on.
Yeah. Then
So
the
yeah.
people that alive. She is here. Like I said, I need a painting that stares around. That's hilarious. Why you want to haunt them people? Like I said,
Mm-mm.
my ex married a chick 2 days after my birthday. They not together no more. Hilarious. One of them revenge marriages.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Nanny boo boo bitch."
You know what?
What? Hello?
Yeah. We talking
Oh,
about.
I thought you said, you know what? I thought
Oh
you
no,
were
I was
telling me
just saying
something.
what to what she said. I'm like, man, you know what? She a mess.
That's the
What
one
was
hit
I gonna
me. All right.
say?
Jimmy said, I be
Definitely.
hearing
Yeah.
about this dating age. I'm definitely cool. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely cool. I'm cool on today's dating pool. Dominique say, hey, better late than never. Yeah, you at
Hey.
the end. Tanya said, I don't want to be worried about going to the clinic all the time. Fuck no. And I don't want to,
Period.
wait, I don't want to worry about the clinic or having babies, but sometimes if you out there doing what you're doing, as long as you wrapping it up, because I've been seeing older ladies who think that that their man because he's older in his 50s, 60s that he's or even 70s that he's not doing anything.
They the worst ones in this pool right
Dating
now.
catching STDs, right? What is y'all old people doing catching STDs? And then,
At
so
this
they're
big
not
grown
using
age.
protection. I'm older. I don't need to. Said, oh, Otis over there with Miss Mary.
Right. Oh, and see, and that's another thing. I'm not. I don't need no Miss Shirley's. I don't need no Miss Shirley. I don't need nobody coming to me as a woman, and I don't need none of that. Go on over there. Don't come tell me nothing about you and Otis. You stay over there with Otis, and y'all.
There's 70-year-olds getting pregnant, 60-year-olds getting pregnant.
I just called to see. I wanted to know if you was messing with my man. Girl, bye. What your man say?
Cheryl?
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. Go on, go on.
But he said, too hot to tie. Yeah, these elderlies. Let me stop because I'm not that far. Once I get in my 40s, I feel like 60 is right there. I'm gonna be 40 next year.
Well, honey,
and I feel like 60 is right there.
It is. Shoot, I'm 49. I'll be 50 next year. So it's just like, but the 50-year-olds is not looking like 50-year-olds back in.
I know, that's true.
It's a different day now,
It's definitely a different day. But all right. We are at time. We actually went over 15 minutes more than we
went over 15 minutes.
We're out of here. Did you want to leave anybody with anything, or everybody with anything?
Just be true to you. Set boundaries and teach people how to love you.
I just want to say thank everybody who came through tonight. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the feedback that we get.
Yes.
And you guys, help us make the show. Truly.
Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it.
So, what I wanted to do is go ahead and play this song by King Jones and this chick named TEA. And it's going to be on the 209 We Trust album that King Jones is putting together. It's called Cut Different.
Okay.
But I can't find it.
You know what? I'm gonna need you to have all that together.
I should have been doing this, but the wine didn't caught up with me. I told you I haven't been drinking like that. Oh, I found it. All right, y'all. This is King Jones featuring TEA. It's gonna be a 209 We Trust album. Yeah. Go ahead and write out.
Queen shit, I'm built for this. Assassin hunt, I never miss. I'm a winner, man, never losing it. Bossy chick, yeah, I'm running shit. Y'all can't walk in my shoes. BB King, I give him the blues. Inspiring others, I'm amused. Got more haters than a few. I'm in a different place with a different view of a hoe's heads like an overview. I'm in deep waters, niggas shallow how. Might smile at you, but you ain't my pal. Kareem Abdul, niggas love to foul. I'm piping hot, they don't want the tea. Yo, life sucks and I don't compete. Not a pick me, but he picked me. Ayy. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. That's made like me.
You don't know now, nigga. 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 That's made like me.
Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. That's made like me.
You don't know now, nigga. 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 That's made like me. I beat the princess of Munda, the king of Wakanda. My buzz is way bigger than bucks from down under. I'm out here big eating while you sleeping slender. Addition and multiply, yes, I do numbers. I cop it right now while wait for the summer. That type of shit make you sit and you wonder. You keep it 100, but ain't got no hundreds. Leaders of replicas faking and fronting. Nope, ain't nobody laughing, I ain't telling no jokes. Dreams fading fast and you're losing all hope. Want the truth, then motherfucker, here it go. Money so big, problem with me touching my toes. Niggas is fake like a $4 steak. Came for the beef, but you leave on the plate. So it's your hand that I'm never gonna shake. From the gate, knew you was faulty, no fake.
Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. That's made like me.
You don't know now, nigga. 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 That's made like me.
Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. Y'all know now, bitch. That's made like me.
You don't know now, nigga. 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 That's made like me.
All right, y'all. Did you like the song, Cubilla? I can't hear you. Oh, yes.
Mhm.
You must be on mute.
I was muted. Yep. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely
I like the
gonna be on
beat too.
it. Yes. So I picked out the beat. I did the hook, and I definitely did my verse. And I did Quincy's verse too, but he ain't gonna give me the credit for that. No, just
There you go.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all on the second Wednesday of August. Remember, we are now every second and fourth Wednesdays of the month. And so, we'll be posting and letting y'all know, reminding y'all, and thank y'all for coming through. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night.